There you are. I knew you'd show up, sooner rather than later. You heroes are so predictable. It would be terribly boring if that suit didn't look so nice and tight on you. Oh, come on. Don't give me that tone. Why did I burn this warehouse down, you ask? And why not? You do realize if it weren't this old place, it would just be something else, right? Besides, this is practically our dance by now, isn't it? Our practiced little tango that only we know the steps to. I cause a little chaos. You swoop in to save the day. Rinse and repeat. A bit of destruction per day keeps the doctor away, as the saying goes. Yes, don't start. Setting the entire building on fire is a bit extreme, even for me. But sometimes, extreme measures are necessary to get the right kind of attention. Wouldn't you agree? As much as I wanted to see your darling masked face trying to stop me, my reasons for this demolition run deeper than that. Say what you will. Think me a mindless destroyer, if it will ease your conscience. But first, know that this warehouse belongs to an extremely wealthy individual, sitting on his fortune made of blood money. This man has extorted millions of innocent people, taken their homes, often their very lives. Yet he comfortably lies behind his money and influence, evading justice at every turn. Rather, I would go as far as to say the justice system is on his side during all of this. So, seeing its miserable failure, I stepped in. And this burning masterpiece is my input on the matter. Glorious, don't you think? Scowl all you want, dear, but that won't change the truth. We are two sides of a whole, you and I, just as we represent two sides of justice. Deep down in that good-natured heart of yours, I know you understand me. After our countless battles, I can safely say I know you better than most of your heroic little friends do at this point. You understand why villains like myself are necessary to keep the scales of this rotten world even. I can operate outside of the law, trample it, shatter it, so the law in turn needs you to defend it. Every hero needs a villain to fight against, after all. And every villain needs a hero to challenge them. Although, I think our dynamic goes a bit deeper than that. Don't you? I see it in your eyes that you trust me, specifically, to be more than just your arch-nemesis. You want me to punish those you can't. And that's part of why I like you. Well, other than your good looks. You may deny it all you like, though I firmly believe you were late in arriving here for a reason. You wanted to watch this place burn to ashes, just as much as I did. No? Ah, my sexy hero. I made sure to put on a good show for you. By the way, did you notice the burning heart I left on the front porch for you? Please tell me you did. It would be such a shame if you missed it. Am I serious about this, you ask? Of course, dear. In case you didn't notice, I have a thing for danger and the forbidden. And what more forbidden than a little push and pull between a hero and a villain? It's intoxicating, isn't it? The little game we have going on, where I coax you near me, just as likely to scratch you as I am to kiss you. True, I haven't kissed you during our battles yet. But that doesn't mean I haven't thought about it. Oh, don't play coy with me now. I would bet money that you've pictured it too, that it affects you. The thrill of what could be if we crossed that line. And it would be so easily crossed. I've been thinking, we've been at each other's throats for so long, and as satisfying as it has been, we could definitely make this arrangement of ours a bit more interesting. A sort of enemies with benefits situation, if you will. No strings attached, just us enjoying what we have a little further. What do you think? Oh, don't act so shocked. We're both adults, and I think we both know there's a spark between us. Why not explore it? It doesn't have to change anything about our little dance. In fact, it might make our fights even more fun. They'll still be as fierce as ever, of course. This doesn't mean I'll go easy on you. There's no joy if there's no challenge. To spice things up, whoever wins each of our little run-ins decides who's on top later on. You're not hiding it very well, hero. How intrigued you are. You've always been drawn to danger too, haven't you? And there's nothing more dangerous than a villain who knows how to push all the right buttons. Tell you what, to sweeten the deal, if you agree to this arrangement, I'll try to keep my destructive urges in check. Maybe. Or at least, I'll give you a little heads up before I do something drastic. How does that sound? No playing hard to get now, dear. Just say yes. You clearly want to. This'll be our little secret, I promise. No media, no powers. Just you and me. Your mask can even stay on if you want. Although I'm pretty sure you don't need it. I've seen you without it. That time I almost clawed it off your face. And I'm quite certain I don't know you. Oh yes, I see that smile you're trying to fight back. I promise, this situationship will be far more exciting than any battle we've ever fought. You and I, tangled up in a web of passion and intrigue. It's going to be one hell of a ride. And if it ends up being more parts toxic than good, and it doesn't work out, no love lost between us. We'll just continue as we were without it. You don't have to answer me right now, though you'll come around anyway, I can see it. Now, we should probably get out of here before the authorities arrive. But remember, this is just the beginning. Our real adventure starts as soon as you say the word. And trust me, it's going to be unforgettable. So don't take too long making up your mind. Yes? I'll be waiting, hero. See you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. A special thank you goes out to my top tier patrons: Mr. Redler 6, Lucian Drac, Neil Sarek Scholart, and Miss Fault. Please drop a little like and comment, as it helps a ton with the algorithm. Subscribe to my channel for 7 years of good fortune. See you on the next ones.